Hey everybody, I'm News 8 Chief Meteorologist Eric Snidel with a flashlight inside a very dark studio here with a starlit background. I'm always a sucker for big stories that involve space, anything cool to see in the sky. And if you've been on Facebook or social media, you've probably heard the story, the viral post about 5 planets that are visible in the night sky starting tonight and for the rest of the week. You know, technically that is accurate, but you know it's often much deeper than just technicals out of this. From bottom to top, horizon looking way up into the sky, you've got Jupiter, Mercury, Venus, Uranus, and Mars. Yeah, I count 5 there, so far so good. This story ends up checking out. Now here's where reality starts to come into play. Just because they are up there does not mean you're going to be able to just walk outside or look out your window off to the west and see all 5 glaring and sparkling right back at you. Let's start off with these bottom 2 here. Jupiter and Mercury, these 2 in particular, lowest on the horizon, which means their light has to pass through a whole lot more atmosphere. And it's going to be darn near impossible to see without binoculars or a telescope. Now, technically, if you're way up and away from any and all light pollution, sure, you could technically see both of those, but we're going to call those tough at best to be able to pull off. Now, let's go farther up into the sky. You've got big, bright Venus. That's the easiest one to find out of this one. One of the brighter objects in the sky, you're going to have no trouble seeing that. Then there's Uranus, and this planet is really far away and really, really dim, and the reality with this, you have no chance of seeing this with the naked eye. You need either a really good pair, an expensive pair of binoculars, or a telescope to be able to pull that off. Mars on top here, which is shining just below the crescent moon. That's also a pretty easy one to be able to pick out with the naked eye. Even has a little bit of an orange hue out of that. So we have layers here to what you could actually pull off, and in reality out of this, a best case scenario tonight and this week, you will be able to see 4. And you're going to have to know exactly what you're looking for and be in exactly the right place with 0 light. The vast majority of you are not going to be able to see 4. 2 is probably the more accurate number out of this. Maybe a good excuse for your next birthday to get yourself a telescope.